Hello! In today's video, I thought I would show you how we bounce back from a bad day. So yesterday wasn't great, today's gonna be better. This is how we're gonna make it happen. So step one is gonna be doing something I know Ani does well, so we can get some praise, encouragement, happy vibes going early, and that is asking her to make the animal sounds that I know that she knows. What's a dog say? Woof, woof. What does a pig say? What does a pig say? They go. What does a chicken say? They go buck, 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 buck.
Buck.
Good. What does a cow say? What does a sheep say? Does it go? Bah? What does a cat say? Meow. Yeah. What's a duck say? What's a monkey say? What's a tiger say? What does a snake say? Good job, sweets. Next up is going to be for me to shower. I made these shower melties. I'll insert a clip of it after this, but I don't normally shower in the morning. Today I'm going to. Ani is set up with some fun toys. I've got my fizzy, so let me show you the clip of me making them, and then I'm going to shower. So, if you've watched our last couple of self-care videos, you're probably aware of the fact that we've been using shower melties from the Dollar Tree. However, they do not have a very strong scent to them, and we are running out, and our Dollar Tree doesn't have more. So, I'm going to try to concoct a shower melty from things that we have at the house. I did a very quick search online and found a recipe, and I put that in quotes because it did not give any amounts. I'm sure if I looked harder I could find it, but what it called for was cornstarch, Vicks vaporub, and we've been having a ton of allergy issues. It is mountain cedar season here, which bothers us. A couple tablespoons of water, I'm guessing, a thing to mix them in. I may or may not add a little bit of color. Let's be honest, I probably will. I think I'm going to add some essential oil. This is peppermint. And then I'm going to put them into these molds. And I have a popsicle stick to stir it up. So let's set some of this stuff aside and get going. I think I'm going to start with about half a cup of cornstarch. Again, I couldn't find any exact ratios online. And again, I did not look very hard, but that seems like a good amount to start with. So there are a few chunks in here still, but that honestly, from poking it, is just water and cornstarch. So now we've got our ice cube tray. I'm not really sure how much to put into each square. I do know I have to pack it down if I want it to come out whole. So I'm putting it in. The other Shower Fizzies that I bought were about the size of, I'm gonna say a like 50-cent piece in diameter, and then in height it was maybe only 1/4 of an inch tall, so they're not super big. I'm gonna make these just a little bit bigger. I might end up only, I might be able to get 3 out of here, we'll see. Again, I've never made bath bombs, I've never made shower fizzies, I have practically no idea what I'm doing. So we're gonna just truly experiment and see what happens, and then go from there. That's pretty much how I do all of these sort of projects. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit to these too. Again, when you add up the cost of these, particularly because we already had them in the house laying around, I keep cornstarch around because, like I said, I'll make oobleck. Ani really likes that. I have also made, I think some people call it cloud dough, some people call it fake snow, where you mix either hair conditioner or lotion with cornstarch, and it does make a really cool consistency. And initially when you play with it, it is really cool to the touch, kind of like snow would be. So that's why we had cornstarch. We have a ton of Vicks, thanks to Lauda. Anytime either of us is feeling under the weather, her solution is Vicks. So we have a lot of that. We had the cornstarch around for various projects. And obviously we had water and essential oil on hand as well. All right, I think those are fairly tightly compacted. So we are gonna move these to the freezer. Okay, so I've obviously showered, I'm all clean, I'm dressed. Those shower melties were wonderful, but Ani is ready to play with some Play-Doh. That is a great activity for the morning. It's very calming for her. So I'm gonna get all that out and then I'll talk to you some more. I'm also gonna have my soda for today. My win from yesterday was, even though it was terrible, I only had 1 soda, so I'm still on track with my 5 soda a week goal. Yes! So while she's playing with her Play-Doh, I'm going to crack open my soda. This is just our store brand of Diet Dr. Pepper. It's actually pretty good. Hang on, you want me to help? Sure. Here. Okay, so my thoughts about the shower melties were they smelled amazing. We all woke up with allergy issues today. Again, mountain cedars in the area. That stuff is hellish. And we just woke up congested. So obviously, Ani was in the bathroom with me with the door shut. And she was playing with her instruments. But I think, honestly, even she benefited. The steam from the shower had a not super strong, but a strong enough scent of that like Vicks vaporub that it broke my congestion up immediately. And I think it's going to give both of us a chance for our allergy meds to kick in, and we're generally, hopefully, going to feel better today than yesterday. I will say, I think I would make some tweaks to that shower melty recipe. Primarily, it only called for cornstarch, which is fine, but I noticed that it was making the shower floor a little slippery. So I think if I made it again, I would probably do 2/3 cornstarch, 1/3 baking soda, just so it wasn't as big of a fall hazard. So based off the recipe I used to make those initial shower melties, and I'll put this recipe below, I think the next time I do it, I'm going to do 2/3 of a cup cornstarch, 1/3 baking soda, about 3 tablespoons of Vicks, give or take, and or however many essential oil drops you want to do, just kind of for your own preference. Mix them up really well, press them into some kind of mold, and then I'm sure they would keep just in an airtight container. But Lauda used one this morning and she really liked it, and I really liked that one as well. And so I think moving forward, that's how we're going to do those. Is it stuck to your finger? Do you want help? Help, please. Sure. There you go. You want this? So we didn't really do anything different from yesterday morning to this morning. When Lauda left, we read some books, which is what we generally do. And then, like you saw, we came back here. We played with her Little People farm set for a while, and I quizzed her on the farm animal noises that I know she knows how to make. And then we went and took, this one now? Went and took my shower while she did some playing with her instruments, which is actually another kind of sensory play activity. Obviously, she was getting a lot of auditory stimulation, and then just from the fact that the bathroom was warm, it was steamy, that's another sensory experience. And then obviously now we're playing with Play-Doh. Is that the purple Play-Doh? Where does the purple Play-Doh go? Where does the purple Play-Doh go? You need help, please? It's under your leg. It's right here. Does the purple go with purple? But yeah, so a big part of why she's in a better mood today is she did sleep a little better last night. She didn't sleep great, but I think whatever was going on yesterday, whether it was just her teeth hurt or her allergies were bad, hopefully we're off to a good enough start this morning to avoid a repeat. Another thing I've been doing to sort of ease Ani into an understanding of emotional awareness is reading her books about feelings and emotions, and just sort of, again, laying the groundwork for as she gets older, understanding her feelings, emotions, kind of how they manifest as behavior, etc., etc. So I thought I would show you the books that we own that we've been reading. If I'm being transparent, I have downloaded some from the library app and read those as well, but these are the ones that we own. Alright, this one is probably the most simple of all of them. Curious George, Are You Curious? There's just kind of one emotion per page. She loves this one, the How Are You Feeling? It is a Leap Reader Junior. I got this at a thrift store. We don't have a Leap Reader, but it has an emotion per page as well. And then it talks a little bit about it and why the character is feeling that particular way. So she really likes this one. This one's been a classic since she was little, particularly because it shows pictures of actual kids, and I feel like most kiddos really enjoy that. We have this classic. This was either from one of Loudest Classrooms, or I definitely owned it at one point when I worked with kids. It's just about a little girl who gets really angry, and it's got some cute pictures. And then we have How Do Dinosaurs Say I'm Mad? This one is all about anger and some of the different ways to express it inappropriately. She tends to really like these dinosaur books. And then last but not least, we have the Jamie Lee Curtis I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day. I like this one a lot. She does too most of the time, but it's the same kind of idea. She sort of has an emotion per page. So those are the ones that we own anyway. Anyway, long story short, we are having a much better morning this morning than we did yesterday. Woo. So we're just going to do some more playing. We've got about an hour and a half until lunch. And yeah. Ani, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Go kiss?
No.
Bye.